Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sport. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome back. This is your host, Razo, with the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. So as promised, I have an amazing guest. Her name is Silk Carpenter. And so who is she? Silk is a successful, dedicated entrepreneur. She works hard to help others succeed in reaching their goals and dreams as well as their businesses. Silk is originally from Germany, but currently lives in San Diego, California. And all of you know San Diego is amazing, beautiful weather. Compared to Chicago, she has a law background as well as business and owns several diverse businesses, which I want to know about, so stay tuned for that. She is an incredibly dedicated, hardworking, passionate leader who always supports and inspires her team to reach for the stars. Her motto is, "There is a solution for everything. We are always stronger together, so let's win." Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you so much for having me, Marcia. I so appreciate it. I'm super excited to be here.
So let's start. Let's start talking about your businesses. You say you own several, so you can list them or you can go in detail with all of them.
Okay, let me get started. What is most important tonight, because we have many business owners listening to this. So what I want to share first is what Martha was already touching on, is the ERC. So if you are a business, doesn't matter how many employees you have. If you have W-2 employees, you really want to listen to what I want to share with you right now, because it's also a time issue, because it'll only be going on for another year. So if you fall in this category, listen now. And if you know people that fall in this category, other businesses, you want to share that in case they have not heard about it. So the ERC is a program through the government. It was created during COVID, right along with the PPP. So at first, people were only able to get one or the other, but that was changed 2 years ago. But many businesses still don't know about that. So what I want to share with you is, we want to get to know you. We want to hear from you. If you don't know what ERC is, if you have not filed for your refund, because if you have not done that, a lot of CPAs, which has come to my knowledge, and is very sad, actually don't do the filing for their clients. So you may not have heard about it from your CPA. So I am here to share that, because it's so important. It's so much money, if depending on how many employees you have and the employees you retained during the COVID period that it covers. So you can get up to $26,000 for one employee. So you can imagine, and you can figure this out for yourself, depending on how many employees you have. If you have not filed for that, we can help you. We are expert. I'm partnered with a firm that is an expert in doing ERCs. So we can immediately, we have a short call with you that we set up, and they can immediately, we can tell you that whether you qualify and how much money you will get. So then you can decide, do I want that money? Do I want the help? And move forward. So very, very important, get the word out there, because you don't want to leave that money on the table. We have so far already received over $2 billion refund for our clients. So you want to get a piece of that before the government ends this program, and it is going to end in 2024. But we also want to make sure they don't run out of money. So this is definitely urgent. So I want to make sure that I stress that it's not something you just want to leave sitting and say, hey, I'll do it next year. do it now. You've heard about it now. It's the ERC, it's the employee retention credit. And we can help you get the maximum that you deserve to get back, because you already paid in for that with your payroll, with your taxes and everything that you paid for your employees. So this is your money to get back. So we want to help you do that. So that is one of my projects that I am very passionate about right now, and that I want to help businesses get that money back.
So how do they get a hold of you? I mean, we're going to say it again, but right now, how do they get a hold of you?
Okay, the best is to my phone number, 619-316-1380. And you can text me. Texting is the best. If you want to call, you can call, but I get back with you much faster when I text you, when you text me, and I'll text you back. And certainly we can talk on the phone and everything as well. But 619-316-1380.
Okay, awesome. And then we're going to say it again. So if you did not write that, we're going to say it again. So why is this very important to you? Why do you say that this is valuable to you? Because this is the first thing you mentioned to me.
Because I want to help people get the money back that they deserve. I own businesses as well. And if someone comes to me and say, hey, you know, you can get this money back, I would be so grateful, because all businesses really had a big hit. Many businesses had a big hit during COVID. And so when I found out about this, I was like, oh, I have to share that with everybody. I'm like calling up businesses. I'm talking to everybody. I'm saying, hey, do you know anyone? I've talked to CPAs, and they say, yeah, I will send my clients, because I don't do it. So I was very surprised, but you know, so very important that maybe you hadn't even been told about it by your CPA, because he doesn't want to do it. So he's maybe, oh, you know, all right. But yes, so I want to make sure, because I think every business has been working so hard, and you've paid that money out. Actually, you paid that for your employees out to the government already. This is just coming back to you, because the government says, hey, you stayed open, you had your business working, your employees working, you had to make changes somehow to be able to do that. So we want to give you that money back. And so we want to make sure that we help you recover that. Yes.
So Silk, have you applied to this? Have you applied to the ERC?
I have not, because I don't qualify. I don't have any W-2 employees. So otherwise,
so what are
I would have done it immediately.
So what are the qualifications? What are the specific qualifications?
Okay, you have to have W-2 employees. You also, there's some other things like you had to maybe make some changes to the way you were running your business and so on. So very important, when you have that 30-minute free call with us, we will exactly look at your situation, and we will be able to tell you right away. So I don't want someone to say, oh, I didn't have to make any changes or this or that, or also if you also had a reduction in income. So there's many different ways that you can qualify, but you do have to have, what's most important is W-2 employees.
Okay, and what's the time frame that they have to be looking at?
The time frame of getting the money back, or the time frame of applying? I would do it immediately, because it stops at either the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. I don't know the exact date. So I'm just saying, get it done, don't wait. Because, and also, you know, these are government programs. Sometimes they run out of money. That's another thing. And then
someone, if there's only like 3 million and somebody qualifies for that, well, whoever is gonna apply and hasn't, well, they lose that opportunity. What I meant with the time frame question is, what time frame do they have to look at in the past? Like if they're looking at their 941s and these W-2 employees, what time frame is that?
2020, from when the COVID started, to half of 2021.
Okay, so
That's basically, yes, that's what it goes through.
okay, so they have to see a drop in their number of employees, revenue, or both, or one of each.
Yeah, there is some other things as well that will qualify you. For instance, you had to change things up. For instance, if you were a restaurant, you could no longer serve your food inside. You had to move outside, so you had expenses for that. Or you could only have pickup food or something like that. And I mean, there's many different ways what we look at. So I don't want to pigeonhole that. I want you to just make the appointment. Just contact me. We'll make the appointment and look at your specific situation. So the main thing is that you have W-2 employees. There's also, if there was a supply chain issue where you could no longer get supplies and things like that, or if supplies were late. So there's many different ways that you can qualify.
Oh, okay. I had supply issues with lumber. I don't know if you knew that there was no lumber. So that's why you saw in Home Depot, these wood so expensive. And I don't even know how people still manage to do projects inside their house. I think they were just very bored because they were stuck in their house. So they're like, I don't care if this wood cost me 10 times more. I'm gonna use this wood to make my little sofa in my house or make that nice cabinet that I've always dreamed of. So it's very interesting. Boredom can lead to people overspending, no matter the cost. So we're gonna go on a small commercial, but I do want to continue this conversation. So stay tuned because I have a few questions of how much she's actually helped saved money. I want to know more about the numbers of how much money is left. And then I want to know more about your other businesses too. So you heard so far about the ERC program. What's the name of it? Employee retention. Is that what it is? Employee retention?
Credit. Employee retention credit. Correct, Martha.
Employee retention credit program that allows you to get up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. There's certain qualifications, but the best way to know is to call Silk and her team. Her number, we're going to say it again on our next segment. So stay tuned so you get her number in case you did not grab it when she said it, okay? So once again, this is your host, Martha Razo, with the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Thank you for staying tuned. Just keep tuned, okay?
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.